So Netflix recently just added this sci-fi cult classic to its movie list, and I am here for it. And although I like to call myself a sci-fi movie buff, I had never seen nor heard of this movie until about 2 weeks ago when I was doing my daily scroll on TikTok looking for me something to binge watch on Netflix. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, I'm going to give you a little rundown on what this movie is about. So Jake Gyllenhaal is a troubled teen that escapes death and ultimately starts experiencing these vivid, mysterious visions of a man in a rabbit suit named Frank. So of course the world chalks it up to schizophrenia and gives him medicine, but this movie is much more deeper than that. Now this movie can get a little bit confusing and I don't want to make this video too long. So for time's sake, I'm just going to give you 5 symbols of occult and esoteric knowledge that's it within the film. So diving right in, as you can see, this photo here looks almost identical to that small photo up there. And that photo is a picture of the back of the brain. And already it's going down. Okay, so I just want to make the comparison right here. As you can see in the photo, the back of the brain, the brachium of superior, I don't know, I'm not even going to try to say it, has a face. It looks like it has horns, even a body, and it's the exact same on this side. It has a body, a face, and horns. Now, I believe that this is very, very deep esoteric knowledge because in the back of the brain, we know of the third eye, the pineal gland. This is all connected. The pineal gland and the brachium of superior, I don't know how to say it. It's all connected. This is your Christ consciousness. And even in the movie, they kind of compare Donnie's character to a savior, to someone who sacrifices himself for the greater good of the earth. And even looking at the photos, it's kind of like a man is on a cross in this photo of the back of the brain. Now, this symbol may or may not be a reach. Let me know in the comments below if you peep this. I don't know if it's just me or I felt like Donnie was kind of doing an attack on the divine feminine in this scene. This is like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and him and his sister are arguing, and he also takes a shot at little Miss Mama over here and says something inappropriate about her having a baby at in 8th grade. And then following all of this scene, he goes to his bedroom and he even calls his mom a bitch. And I just think that that was a whole analogy to what's going on in America or the world right now when it comes to the patriarchy and the matriarchy and how they're always at odds and at war with each other. I don't know. Let me know down below if I'm reaching. Moving right along to the third symbol of occult knowledge. This is the statue that's right in front of the school. This came up a lot in the film. I noticed that he had a dog face with a human body. Where have you ever seen a mascot that looks like this in real life? Only in esoteric knowledge you have seen that. This is a These are some photos here that I grabbed from the internet from Seven. If you can see him in the little corner. I love his channel. Go check him out. I'm still doing my research on the jackal, the pompous, and everything like that. But I know for a fact that this is what they were referring to when they kept showing this in the film. Now, I will say I am by no means an expert when it comes to occult knowledge because I am forever learning. If you guys are interested in some of these photos, if you want to see what he was talking about when I grabbed these photos, just check out his channel. Like I said, I love his channel. He has so much good information, so many good lectures. His channel is Understanding, I believe that's what it's called. Seven Bomar. Just look up Seven Bomar. I'm sure he'll pop up. Moving right along to the fourth symbol. Now, I had to add him into the mix because this one is very prevalent today. This is Jim Cunningham. I think that's what his name was in the movie. Donnie ultimately calls him an antichrist. I think that this represents all of the false prophets that's in the church, that's in the Vatican. He represents a figure that ultimately says that they're trying to lead the people into love and to sovereignty and the betterment of themselves, but really it's the complete opposite. He ultimately gets caught with child pornography, which is going on today, especially in the church, especially in Hollywood. And I think that it is very necessary that we start putting this shit on Front Street, because honestly, the most corruption goes on in the church. The most corruption comes from people like this that judge and crucify others for being themselves and make it seem like they're wrong when in reality they're doing all the dirt. So I had to add that one in. And that brings me to my last symbol. If you guys want a part 2 of this video, just comment that down below. Say part 2, hit that like button and subscribe. So last but not least, this is probably the most prevalent symbols that was going on throughout the movie, which is the time travel, which is astral projection, lucid dreaming, and everything in between. So let's talk about it. And even in this scene, damn, I almost forgot his name. Frank says, I'm going to show you a portal, and he shows the movie screen, which we all know that movies can be a portal into the subconscious mind, and it can put all type of programming into your mind just by watching the screen. TVs are definitely portals, my friend. I think what's so fascinating about this whole thing is that he never steps into a machine or anything like that. And this is it's based in 1988. It came out in 2001. And he's stepping into consciousness itself, not a machine, but consciousness. And I just think that it was beautifully portrayed throughout the whole film. I don't know if I was born in 1998, and I don't know if they were studying multiverse theory or string theory or quantum physics back then, which I'm sure they were. It's just that it's so obvious that that's what they were hinting at when it came to the tangent universe that he was living in. And once he died, I believe that that was him coming into balance on what his knowledge was. He let go of that fear. He let go of everything, and he was ultimately fine with his destiny. And even with the tunnels or the little liquid spears or tubes that was coming out of the people's chest that he was seeing, that represents also the prana that lives within us. The energy fields are portal that's in us. And ultimately, I think that it also relates to the woman's womb. All right, my lovelies, that's the end of this video. My makeup is falling off. It's time to go to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys enjoy videos like this, because I really enjoy making them. I have been in love with sci-fi movies ever since I was since I was a senior in high school when I seen the OA, and it just put things in perspective, especially since I've been on this occult knowledge and spirituality metaphysics journey, and I'm still learning, and I just want to share this journey with you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.